Right, my stream should be starting now, all being well, so hello everybody. You can see from the side there, it just takes a few seconds to refresh on my other screen, just so I know it's all working. It seems to be. Just double check I've got the right template for chess.com. This one is chess.com that we're playing on tonight. Everything seems to be okay. That was just OBS open on my other screen there. So we're playing in Arena Kings, very, very strong tournament. You can see how many title players there are in this. If you get an unlucky draw and you get the wrong set of opponents, you could lose a shed loads of games in this as an amateur player. You can see how many much stronger players they are than me in this. 610 players so far. Where am I? My start rating is 2117. And it's actually very good for me on chess.com. It's very rare that I'm above 2100. Now and again, but very rare. Well, 2108 it is actually. 2108 is my start rating. 2117 must have been my bullet rating. Oh yeah, that's my last game I played was bullet. That's what's on the screen here. 2108 is my blitz rating. So I'm number 159 out of 650 players that we've got in now, but it's a really seriously strong field this. So you can see all these title players right up to Hikaru at the top. So I said if you get an unlucky set of opponents in one of these and you get one of these after one of these after one of these, you're just going to be in for a bit of a rough night. But it's all good fun. We're getting ready to go, so good luck everybody. Oops, I just need the sound up a bit more just so I can hear the moves on the board. So 2108, good luck. Let's just develop and then pawn up. He pushes, so I'll take. Queen down. Okay. I think I can push here. Okay, takes. I think I can take. No, I can grab a pawn. Or to trade the knight. Take. Knight down is a strong threat, but then maybe pawn up. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to grab the pawn and maybe pawn up. If he plays knight down, I think I can push and hit the queen and hit the knight. If he plays knight across, I can still maybe play pawn up, but then the bishop's getting stuck. Maybe I can go here and trade. Yeah, that looks better. Let's take. Well, let's just go cautiously. I'd prefer to go here normally, of course. To give back a pawn or to try to defend it. Let's play queen up again. I'm going a bit slow here already. Gonna be a bit careful. Okay, chooses to take. I'll go with the queen. Okay, takes, so might be better if I keep the king in the middle here, just a gut feeling, rather than castling and try and rush the rook across. Okay, rook across and try and push rook across. Okay, I'm going to push this pawn. And again, try and play something like rook across. Okay, he pushes up. So pushing there, he can just take or he can pin. Knight up looks interesting. Bishop down, bishop up. Yeah, I'm going to play a knight up there, hit the bishop. Okay, let's go g4. Goes back. Right, I'm going to push. Let's play knight back. Again, you can see I'm slower than my opponent here, so I could get into time trouble this game. Plays rook across, logical. Drop bishop back, I can push. I think I have to push there. Now pawn up is a threat. Let's push up, so bishop up is maybe a threat, knight up is a threat. He pushes forward. Let's play knight up, hit the pawn. He won't take it, of course, but it's a safe pre-move just in case. He plays rook across. I think bishop up looks strong here, hit the rook and pawn. Let's go rook across. I'm just going to try and run the pawn here, I think. Let's secure this side. Okay, let's try not to blunder this. Let's drop back. It's just a free bishop. Wow, somehow I've got there. Notice how you get lag, unfortunately, on chess.com. I have to play slowly like that. I can go quicker on the chess, but I have to play slowly like that. Otherwise, you see the pieces just immediately go out of sync on the board. But very good start, very good. So this is going to be a really tough taunt for me here, because my rating is kind of like not far off its best ever. So I'm going to get a very strong set of opponents. The 1947, good luck. Click my little heater on here. What's he done? He's pushed up. I'll take there and drop the bishop back, I think. Now just develop the bishop, get on this diagonal. Let's just castle. I might go... Which pawn do I want to go with? No, the c pawn's backward. Let's bring it in over. Okay, let's just play a move like rook across. Right, now I'll play a knight up and hit the bishop. Okay, he pushes down. Do I want to trade? Doubles his pawns up. It does leave this weak, so not necessarily gaining anything. I think I'll just play queen up now just to guard the pawn and hit a pawn. He plays down. Okay, I'm going to let him take that pawn and try and take back. If he pushes, I'll try and defend this one. He does try and push, so knight down or rook up. Let's just play a rook up and try and double the rooks. Right, so again, he can come down, I can't really stop that. Do I want to sack? Take, take, take. Let's just sack it, why not? Give him the exchange, if it backfires, it backfires. So he grabs a pawn and hangs a bishop. So is he getting my rook? Maybe. Maybe it works for him. Ooh. Gain a queen, lose a rook up. He pushes knight down. I do have knight down here as a potential move, but then what does he do? I'm going to take while I can. Got to move first, of course, then knight back. Right, so queen down. Has to be played, I think, to hit the pawn. If he takes the knight and I take the pawn, then I'm better because I've got the bishop as well as the exchanged queen for 2 rooks. If he has a way to make it work there, I should be better now because I've got the bishop as well, and he's given me a fork here. Right, so now we just have to hold our nerve. It should be a win in the end. You never know. It's very easy to mess up these positions, especially at amateur level where we're playing, of course. So they're never over till they're actually over when you play at amateur level. Let's push up. Bring the king up. Now I might as well push again. He's just going to sit in the bunker. Now I'm going to try and disturb the structure here so I can push here. Now if I take, he pushes. No, I think I have to take. But pawn forward is coming. Guess I can just play that immediately. Okay, so check looks strong. Or do I go this way? Check down. My gut feeling is to just check and go behind, or take maybe. Let's just grab the pawn. Yeah, I can tuck the king in now. It should be winning. Okay, tries to sack. That's a very good move because it's a stalemate. So if I go here, he can actually take. And if I take, he's got no moves, so I have to retreat here. I go there and then here, I think. He might have a draw here. It might be possible for him to just indefinitely check me. Might be possible. No, he has to go there. He can't go there because I've got the queen. So if I go up, where does he check me? He goes there. Right, now he's got no check. Either way I can take with the queen. Oh my goodness, I can't. I thought I could take. It's still a draw. It's just a draw, isn't it? It doesn't matter what happens here. It's just, I'll just give him a draw. I'll just get on with the next one. Yeah, very, very well spotted there. Didn't he do well to see that? I just didn't even enter my mind there till it was too late. So well done. Okay, 1955. Good luck. Okay, let's just push up. He plays up, so I'll take. So I'll trade. Plays knight up. I think I'll just castle. Okay. So knight up is an obvious move. He's got bishop up, and then what do we do? I'm just going to play a holding move. Okay, he's going forward. Logical. Feels like I should take that. I don't know whether I should, just feels like I should. Goes with a bishop that I didn't expect. So pawn up, not really a move. Takes. I'm going to take there. It weakens my knight potentially, but feels like something I should do. So let's get tempo and hit the queen, otherwise he's discovering on the knight. Knight back is potentially a move. Yeah, he can't actually take because I've got a check. So, where to go, where to go? Let's just drop the knight back. Again, look at the speed he's playing at. I know I'm a little bit slow, but He's going really, really quick, isn't he? Let's play f3. Maybe even e4 in this position. Obviously, I'd prefer not to close a diagonal, but it's looking kind of forced, I think. Oh, has he trapped his bishop in here? I don't think he'll take here, but safe pre-move if he does, so I might as well do it. So he plays knight up, hits the bishop. I think I can take. So I've got bishop up as a move. Don't have a great deal else. Let's play rook across and hope I'm not blundering. I might be. But I figure if he takes, I can take with a knight. If he takes, I take. He takes. Knight can block. If he takes, I takes as a back rank threat. As long as I'm not miscounting. Okay. I'm going to move the bishop there and just look to trade something off. Right, now I'm going to just calm move, give the king a square. Well, let's look to... Hold on, I could take with a knight there actually. I'm not sure I want to, but I'm going to bring the knight to the other side. Again, look at the speed he's played at. Pretty scary the speed he's playing at. Let's just push there, see if he takes. Just trying to guard the pawn to release the queen. Oh, he does take now. I'll trade then. Let's play knight up. Give the king a square here. Yeah, the speed he's playing this game at is really, really fast for a 1900. Like, really fast. Okay, let's just guard the pawn. What on earth do I do? I think I drop back. I'm going to have to try and sack at some point. How do I sack? I've not got a clue. Let's play across. Yeah, how has he done this? Check up. Okay, I think I take. I'm just lost on the clock, aren't I? He should just trade here because I'm just beating on the clock. Let's push. Yeah, he's got checks potentially around the back. I'm just completely lost. How he's done it quite at this speed, I haven't got a clue. A little bit too quick here for a 1900. Yeah, something doesn't feel quite right there. Hopefully it's all legit, but the speed he's played that game for 1900 doesn't feel quite right there. 2 to 8, 7, good luck. Comes forward, I think c5 here. Okay. I thought I could play knight across here. Just hit the bishop. If he plays knight takes, I think I can take the bishop. If he drops back, I'll take it, and then take the knight. Oh, he does take the knight, so I'll take the bishop and hit these, hit this. He goes back, so it must be right to grab a pawn. Now bishop up is a strong threat should he go here. Oh, he does go there, so surely bishop up, knight down. Knight is a check. I'm just threatening a double check here, so knight down should just lose. I might be wrong, of course. See, I'm playing a stronger player, so he might see tactics that I won't see, as you would expect. Just take, pawn up. Let's just play f6 to kick the knight. I want to try and bring the queen round if I can. Now again, he's got a queen check here and I think I can sidestep. Let's bring the queen up. If he goes for a check and a sidestep, his queen's kind of on the wrong side of the board. That's what he's gone for, so king across. But the queen needs to be defending really, because queen up with another discovery is a seriously strong threat. You know, just knight check or knight check. Of course, if knight down I can just simply take. I can honestly say I've never ever had a position like this before with a king completely boxed like this. In all the thousands of games I've played, never had a position like this before. He's doing the right thing, you see, that's what you got 3 minutes for. It's one thing that's very easy to do at amateur level, you just find that you play far too quickly. Now if I go here, the knight moves where? He comes forward somewhere, then he hangs the queen. If he goes back, I block with a check, he takes, so I need to play some move like pawn up, but he's got knight back. Pawn up, can he block? I don't know. I think he has to go back, and I think I push. Now we can't take the knight because it's checkmate. I'm still threatening checkmate here. Knight blocks, I just take with a queen. Knight across, I take with a knight. So I think that should be good enough, but again I might be missing something. You never know. So queen across must be winning, right? I've got knight takes knight for a start. How does he block that? He's got knight blocks so if I play a knight here, or knight here maybe, that definitely cuts the king's escape squares. Knight blocks a take, knight blocks a take. Yeah, I think that's the winning move. Just to cut this defense so I can take. Well, what an excellent win that is. Excellent. Made up for that previous game, didn't it? Excellent. Not very often I beat players at that level. It happens, but not very often. 2005, good luck. I say my rating here, 2114 is again. It's not very often I'm over 2100 on chess.com. Not very often. So this is me kind of playing towards my limits. Let's just play e6. He plays up and hits the pawn again. I don't remember my theory here. I have a feeling I've blundered some sort of opening here, but if I have, fair enough. Bishop takes knight is what I'd maybe like he plays up. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get castled. If I lose a pawn, I lose a pawn. Oh, he's played rook across. We're now a castle. It's a little bit easier now. So he takes. I have to go with a pawn, otherwise he's got e4. Now I guess a move like c5, but again he's coming in anywhere. Bishop up is maybe playable here. c5, he's got knight in. I think I have to play bishop up. And obviously I'll have to take with the pawn. He's still got knight in. So what counter punch have I got? Maybe I've just got to accept I'm giving up an exchange. I think that's kind of forced, isn't it? Unless he's looking at something even stronger. Okay, he goes for it, so I've got to take. So he wants bishop up and castle. Yeah, I've just completely messed this one up. I've not really got anything at all here, have I? Let's just regroup. Right, so I'm going to play forward. It's the only realistic chance of, unlike the last game, very good. This one is rather not so good. Let's play knight back. I don't think I can even realistically defend all this. Have I maybe got bishop back here? Can just take. So pushes. If he takes, maybe knight up. Okay, pawn up. Again, I really have made an absolute mess out of this one beyond belief. So rook takes, takes. I've got knight up. Takes. Let's play knight up and hit the rook. Queen up is a threat, of course. Pawn takes, he can just leave it. He doesn't have to take. But queen up is a threat. He'll have to push. So he takes. So I can't just take back. I have to take the rook. So knight back. Terrible position. Oh, he does grab the pawn. Okay. Might as well check then. I guess maybe knight up just to guard the pawn. And then I can try and hopefully bring the other knight up at some point. Let's just sidestep there, hit the pawn. Okay. Knight forward is a threat. I'm going to take while I can. Knight up and knight up. Maybe I can get some activity, maybe not. Knight up he takes. I'm going to go knight this way to block this file a little bit. Now I can't go around the back, so I have to drop back. Well, that's a fork. He's got a check, but it's covered. Otherwise I'm hitting two pieces. And it is a check either way, so queen back blunders the queen. Queen across there I think is safe. So he's got that one. I've got knight check, pawn takes. Now let's check. Take, take I think is still losing, so I'm going to drop back. He's got a very dangerous knight check here, so I could be just simply lost, of course. Oh, that's checkmate, is it? No, the knight covers the check. That's a forced move. Well, the knight, you could block with a knight, but essentially forced. I know he's done the same to me when I did to him, but I've got a check. So check or check. I think I go here. Oh, he can't go there because I've got check and takes. Now he can go there. He's actually got a move now. I still have to play this, but he can free his knight. So play king across. Yeah, I'm just lost here now. He's done terrific on me, done really well. I can almost pre-move that. But now I can push and he can just trade. You know, it's just completely winning for him, nothing I can do. He can just take there. Right, he goes back. Again, he can just afford to take there, of course. No, he doesn't, but this is over. Let's just give him it. I won't worry about playing the game out. Again, he played a good game, didn't he? So I'm having some ups and some downs. Hopefully everybody's legit. 2022, good luck. Now you can just take there. Actually, let's just develop the knights. Again, all I'm trying to do is get castled here. He goes back, so knight across is an obvious move. Is there anything better? Don't like knight up. I think I'm just going to play a holding move, hit the bishop. Freeze the king up for later on. Right, now I'm going to go and hit the bishop. So take. Do I want to push? Not sure I do. I'm going to go forward and look to trade the bishop. Okay, I'll take the knight as well. Let's push and push. Okay, he pushes, I'll push. Now the choice here is, does he take, does he push? He's still got this other pawn. Now I can't take there because of the pin. Let's play rook across, pin with the queen. He plays queen up, can't I just... If I take, he takes, I take and he takes, so that's no good. I guess I've got king across here. So again, if he takes, I can still take. He pushes. I just completely missed that. Just completely missed that move. I'm just busted now. I don't think there's anything at all I can do here now. I just completely overlooked that. I've got a pawn here, but these should be too strong now. There should be. So rather up and down in it, rather up and down. He goes across maybe looking for this. Can't I take though now? Take, he's got queen down, and what the hell do I do to stop checkmate though? If I take, he's got queen in, that's the problem. I think I have to step across here. Okay, I'm just going to bail out here. So I'm just a clean pawn down. So is there anything I can do? I can certainly push this pawn up. Plays knight in. Bishop up is what I'm looking at, but he's got to guess rook across. I'm just going to push the pawn. Well, we're up to 1,339 players now. There was 2,500 last week when we played, so hopefully the number will keep going up. He plays pawn up, freeing the back rank. Okay, so can I take any risks now? Bishop up I don't like. Let's play bishop up. Again, this is the obvious problem. I'm threatening a rook check here though. I'm also threatening rook up here as well to fork the knight and pawn if his rook drops back, for instance. He's got no knight check. Yeah, he has gone back, so I was looking at a move like rook up. What's he got? Knight back, no good. Knight back, no good. Knight across, I think I can just take. So I think just rook up. He's got to push, I think, and then I think I can come behind. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not the best move I played there. He does go across, because the knight was protected by the rook. So he's going after my bishop, logical. What on earth do I do here? If I go here, he's got rook down. Let's go right back. Yeah, it's probably a draw, unless one of us gets flagged. Let's go up. Look at the lag issue though. Didn't have a clue whose move it was there. That's what I mean, it's not good chess.com like this when you get lag like that. Didn't have a clue if it was my move or not, but I couldn't not move quickly because of the time. But you do end up losing an awful lot of games. I mean, players in the Americas seem to get a faster experience, but of course I think their servers are on the US West Coast, so that's kind of logical. I get a much faster experience on Lee Chess, but I'm in the UK and Lee Chess servers are in France, so much quicker. But obviously when the time gets really low like that, or 2181 good luck, you can't afford to slow down, you just have to let the pieces go out of sync like that. Just play nice and calm and steady here. Okay, let's just prepare the castle. He comes forward. Do I want to take there? My knight's a little bit awkwardly placed, but why not? Let's drop back. We're going to have to reroute the knight. And the bishop. Now I can't take this way. It's not an option because I lose the queen. So I have to drop back. Now again, I can't not take because he can simply push, so I have to take. Goes with the knight, so I guess I have to drop back. Again, I've not played this one overly well either. Very hard tournament, like, so you don't really get any easy games in this event. Okay, so he's looking at a simple development move. Rook across, very logical. Knight up, I think, is a move. What's wrong with knight up? Let's just play knight up. So I'll take, and he's got a choice of bishop or rook. I'm going to have to shift the queen probably here, but again, there's potentials for the diagonal threat at some point. I think this is kind of forced though. I mean, he's going to blast all this open, isn't he? Yeah, not played this one brilliantly at all. Queen down, what's he looking at? He's hitting a pawn, but I'm going to give him the pawn, I think. Just get the bishop developed and then swing the rook over somewhere or other. Okay, let's play rook across then. Yeah, this is what I meant. He's got this diagonal. I can't really stop all these threats. Maybe bishop up is a half move, but what have I got? What have I got? I think I can play a move like bishop up. I think I need to take the rook first. Now bishop up and maybe grab a pawn. Okay, I thought I could take here. And if he takes, I take back this way, although if he pushes here, I've got a discovery. I'm still a clean pawn down though, so I'm still very much second favourite here. He's got a lovely bishop there, and a very strong attacking position. Okay, well, he can't push there because he blunders this. That's the only blunder he's got. But he can play that. So I can either bail out or I can risk rook across. My gut feeling is I've got to bail out there, let him take. And now I'm just a straight pawn down, which is likely to become 2 down. Can I maybe threaten to get forward here somehow before he obviously comes storming in here? Let's play queen up. So there's at least a check threat. It probably comes to nothing, but gotta try something. Yeah, rook across, good move. Now I can check. Take, I just lose this with a check. Takes, I've got no check there. Check. He comes up, check, no good. I think I start with a check and check. Okay, blocks. And I think that just wins the game on the spot, doesn't it? Yeah, I just miscalculated that. I can't take the pawn, I lose the rook. Take. No, I just lost there. Again, just lost there, but another very strong week and another one, 21-11, good luck. See again, notice how the pieces just go out of sync like that. It's not a nice playing experience when that happens. Not nice. I think knight up is the correct move here, then knight back. It goes g3. Okay, let's play up. We're threatening to obviously push there, but I think I will push there and just trade. Let's just take and queen up. I think queen up is playable here. Oh, he's blundered a pawn. Okay, I'll take the pawn then. Now, he might have actually trapped my queen in some sort of weird trap here, so my gut feeling is to bail out. Let's grab another pawn. Now, I'm just going to try and get myself castled, of course. Knight in the middle. Again, I'm probably going to lose one of these pawns, but that's not the end of the world. It's a case of which one. Let's castle. Ooh, so he's going for the attack. So if I push, he takes, knight takes, queen takes. Takes right now I don't think is a deadly threat. Again, I might be blundering this, but I'm going to play knight up. Just hit the pawn. Okay, pawn up, hit the pawn. Okay, I'll take it then. Oh, he's really going all in, isn't he? So there's knight up, but I'll lose this one. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight up, no good. I guess I have to drop back and try and come across, but there's a threat. This is the threat. That's the threat. Now, I've got rook across, queen back, but it's not actually in time. Trouble is, f6, he's got bishop takes, and he's definitely going to draw. I don't see any other way to stop it. If he takes, he's definitely got to draw if he wants one. But he's a minute up on the clock, so he shouldn't take a draw. Get another one. Look at this speed. How's he only used 30 seconds? He can just repeat if he wants, so he can force if he wants, but he's got so much time. Again, how he's done that quite so quick, I do not know. Of course, you can't play rook across here because that blunders a checkmate here. But I can play a move like queen down and across. Knight up is still a threat. But it's a safe threat for my opponent, isn't it? Because he's looking for the mate. So, queen back is about my only move. Queen across, check, over. I think it's forced this. I think it's forced. If he checks, I can block with a queen. Knight check, king across. Knight check is covered. Pre-move in case he takes. Now step across. I'm going with a knight there just to create threats. Let's go this way because there's a check threat on here maybe. He's blundered it. Excellent. Okay, just don't blunder my pawns away. Let's just play it back and push the pawn here. Right, now I'm going to go forward. The pawns are nicely guarded now, so I've got to go after the checkmate. Is that checkmate? Excellent. Very good, very nice. Again, it's frightening, isn't it? Some of the players, the speed they've got. Oh, these are the scores on the right. I'm just seeing if it updates, but I appreciate my cameras are actually over the table. There isn't really anywhere else I can put them. On Lead Chess I have the cameras on the left, but it overlaps the board on chess.com. So you can't quite see the scores the players have got in the standings there, but I'm just having a look, like, what have we got there? There's an 800 on 9 out of 16, 6th place. I won't worry about these too much. Ikaru seems to be the top title player. Oh, no, he's the second top title player. 8.5 out of 9. Okay, get on with the next game. I'm never going to get a high finish in one of these. It's far too strong. Right, 22-26. Good luck. Again, I'm playing strong player after strong player at my level. Very strong. Let's check. Okay, let's just take. Okay, pushes up. I'm just going to take there. Right, knight up and across. The problem is getting this bishop into play. Just got to find a way to get the bishop developed somehow, excuse me. He's pushed up, I'll take. I'll just try and create space for the rook. I'm going to play the rook up over. Very odd looking move, just so I can try and push, although why on earth I did that? That was crazy, just a oh, look at that, I've just blundered it. I won't even let him play that. Well, he does, but that was stupid beyond belief, wasn't it? Right, we've got a women's international master, 2195, good luck. So again, title player, very, very strong at my level, so this will be an interesting one. Let's check and drop back. Knight up. Okay, let's play bishop up and pawn up. Okay, I'm just going to trade there. Let's just play bishop up and drop the queen back when I need to. Castle, so castle. Oh, is knight up a good move? I think it's logical at least. Now, the other idea is to maybe swing the queen to the attacking side. I'm going to bring the queen over and maybe back. Just offer a queen trade, try and get the rook centered. Let's play rook across. Oh wow, she's doing really well. She's got 23 points already to my 9. So she's doing really, really well. So she's played queen back again, logical move. Yeah, I'm just gonna center the rook, make space here. Just hope my queen has got squares and isn't trapped. Maybe I can bail out going there. Let's just play across and hit the bishop. Is there a weird move like knight across that can't be playable, right? Knight across, what does that do? Not a lot. I'm going to pin this knight and maybe trade something off just to create an imbalance. Knight back this way. Just to unbalance the pieces if nothing else, no other good reason. So I can take or not. Do I want to give up an exchange? I'm going to take there. Okay, so now I guess I have to play across, right? I think that's kind of forced. Okay, now I thought I had a move like knight up here. Hit the queen and bishop. She can defend it though, she's got a move, she hits the pawn. And take. Yeah, I think I will take. Yeah, I'm going to bring the knight forward and maybe queen up. Okay, goes across. Let's push the pawn then. If takes, I'll take and I make space for my knight. So we'd like to put the knight here. My opponent's got this as well, can't really stop that. Offers a rook trade, so queen up is strong, then knight across. Just feels like I should play knight across even though I'm blundering a pawn. But a move like knight across at some point. She does take. Okay, I've probably just blundered a clean pawn here. Move the rook so it's not hit by the queen. Pre-move in case she takes. Comes forward. So I'm going to take. Queen up's not a move. Knight across is a move. Hold on. Make sure I give the king a square. Then I'm looking at knight across, but otherwise it allows the rook down. Has she got time to grab? She goes back. So there's a check threat. There's a take threat if the queen wanders off. There's a take threat here potentially at some point. I guess rook up to d5 looks okay as well. Goes across. Okay, let's play pawn up and then rook up. My king's got a square, queen across, so rook up. Queen down. Check, rook takes, check takes. Let's drop back. Let's play across, maybe knight back. Knight takes is a threat. I'm going to take anywhere here. Oops, I've blundered it. How the hell have I blundered that? Yeah, I've got no moves. Should have won that one. Very careless. I should have won that. Well done. Right, 2-1-8-5. Good luck. So another strong opponent. Let's just play up. Okay, it's important to take the bishop there. I think could have actually taken. I think take was a move. No, I'm going to go sensible and close this centre down. Okay, does choose to push. I'll play queen across. Just drop back, hit the pawn. I'm going to play f4 here. Oh, it's allowed me to play f5. So bishop up is a very strong threat potentially. Bishop down, I can just simply take it. Rook across, the bishop up threatening to take. Okay. Again, threaten to push. I think queen across is alright. Pre-move in case takes. It's a safe pre-move. Again, another one playing seriously quick stuff. So if I push now, rook takes is an obvious move. I'm looking at knight up, but I think pawn down is a little bit of a problem. I'm going to sack this pawn. Oh, it played quickly. Why'd you do that? I'm just going to take. Now threatening to pin the rook. What's the threat there? I don't see it. That's checkmate. Excellent. Very good, very good. Right, 2063. Good luck. I'm in 367th place now. Okay, let's play. It's out of 1678 though. That's not bad. can always drop the bishop back here if I need to. Let's just play d4. Let's play c4 while we can. Okay, I can take, lose a rook and take, but I don't like the look of that. Let's play knight across. Yeah, I'm going to give up a pawn, but I'll get rid of my opponent's bishop here, so that's not necessarily bad. That's not necessarily bad. Play queen up, rook across. Get another one playing incredibly quickly. Always makes you wonder when some of these players play at such crazy speed. Allow me to take the knight, so I've got to do that. Got to do that. Let's just develop the rook. I guess queen back. Hit the pawn, but it's just a distraction. I want to try and bring the queen round the angles, really. I'll bump the sound up a little bit more because I'm not hearing some of the moves on the board. Oh, can I take here? Take. Doesn't have to take. Now if pushes down I can grab the pawn, albeit I'll lose this one. 2 passed pawns could be really critical. Okay, I'm going to go to this side. There's a check threat if the rook comes down. Oh, queen comes down. Okay. I don't want to trade, so I'm going to go forward. I'm not sure how I actually create anything here though. Difficult to see how I actually break through. I'd like to play rook up, but there's an obvious problem with rook down. What do I do about it? I'm going to play bishop up to make room for the king. But I want to play rook up to put pressure on this pawn if I can. Okay, does that actually stop it? The rook can come down, but I can maybe even just play rook here, or I can trade and king up. It does indeed come down. I'll just trade and king up. So we're hitting a pawn, so there is a threat. Okay, it gives me the pawn. Again, I don't see why not take. Now, can I get a move like this in to disturb this, or even g4? Is g4 playable? Surely this becomes too weak, but my gut feeling is g4 is playable here. But if the king gets across, am I just stuffed? Probably. The queen's got an obvious path back now. Yeah, no, it's got to be bad. Got to be bad. Let's go e4. Pre-move in case takes, but I don't think will. Oh, pushes. Okay. Yeah, why can't I just take there then? If takes, I can just check, I think. Now I'm threatening to push up. So check. Queen blocks. And I just completely overlooked that, of course. I think I can bring pawn up into the middle. So now I'm just straight losing on the clock, if nothing else here. But positionally level, but losing on the clock. Rook across again. Very good idea. I think I have to push there. Okay, I'll just take a draw there. It's a good result. A good game, neither of us blundered. Another strong player, 2055, good luck. Yeah, they seem to have changed the algorithm for this season, so you're playing your strong players at your own level. This was the same last week as well. No what you would call relatively easy pairings, not playing any low rated players at all. Now let's take there. Let's take. I'm going to go with the pawn here. Pre-move in case takes again. I don't think will, but if it does then my pawn's coming in, but it's still a backward pawn, so it's still potential serious problem for me. Now this is where I've got a dilemma. Do I go here or here? My gut feeling is to go here because this is going to come anywhere. And I probably can't keep this pawn. No, I'm just going to let my opponent win the pawn there. But again, I'll get rid of a bishop. Get rid of a bishop. So let's play queen up. And again, try and centralise the rooks. Give the king a square. Stick to principles. Try not to trade the queen if I can help it. So, if I go back here, knight down a take. Knight down a take. So I think I'm okay here. If bishop takes, I'm going with the pawn though. Don't want to trade the queens because I'm just straight losing otherwise. Now, do I have to take there? Take, take, push, queen across. I think I probably do. Yeah, let's get tempo, just develop the rook here. I'm going to play h4, maybe rook up. But again, I've misplayed this one as well, so in principle I should be losing this one. The pawn is probably going to be decisive, but you never know. You never know. Right, let's play across and try and pressure the pawn, try and throw this up at some point. Queen up is a double threat here. Plays rook up. Queen up, I guess queen down is a move. I don't really like the look of that. Let's just play rook across. Actually, I still want that heater on there. Let's click that back on. Now, rook up is an obvious move, but again, is there anything better? Queen across, queen down. Let's just push the rook up while I've got the chance to. So pawn down, queen up. Queen down is still a problem. Oh, now I can push here. Now I can push this pawn. I can sidestep with a rook. That pawn cut the file there. Again, I'm not sure quite what that's doing. Pawn up is a threat. But I think queen up is playable now just to pressure the pawn. The pawn is covered by 3 pieces. If the rook wanders off, then this pawn is loose and this pawn is loose. But I'm actually threatening to potentially push here, but I don't see how I may make good use of it. So take doesn't look to be a move, so if I take, rook takes, I just come in here. That must be good for me. Yeah, if takes, then this is hanging. I just wanted to trade, but that feels again like a mistake. Might be wrong, of course. Let's just calmly play rook across and pressure this pawn. Take, 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 take is no good. Okay, I'm going to just come on the H file, I think. I'm trying to create weaknesses in the pawn structure. Might backfire horribly, of course, but has pushed. Now that pawn is a target, but take can take. Right, that's actually a check threat because the pawn is pinned. So if takes, I can take here. And I think that's good for me with this pawn loose. So I take. Now I think rook back should be just winning. But this is loose. This is loose. Take, take. Doesn't actually win. I have to go right back. But now I'm threatening this. Checkmate in 1. So there's a mate in 1 threat. But I'm down to 20 seconds. Just didn't see it. A move like rook up there was covering the pawn, something like that. Just didn't see it. How are all the title players getting on? 2-2-14, good luck. Yeah, another very strong player at my level. My best ever rating on chess.com is about 2160. And that's in, what, 3 years or so. So this is me really stretching myself. Anything over 2100 is me really kind of stretching myself a bit. Let's hit the knight here. Okay, let's just castle and then take and drop back. Right, so I think I need to take there. Then what? I'm going to pin the knight. I'd be very, very happy to see this, of course. Just calmly develop the rooks somewhere. Let's just drop back there. Again, just guard the pawn. At some point I'm going to try and push up. Obviously I can't right now. Can I push here? I don't think so. Let's play across. Oh, it chooses to take. I didn't expect that, so I might have to trade a set of rooks here. I will. It's too dangerous to keep this bishop in it. I'm going to see if I can weaken my opponent's pawn structure, but the bishop's going to be forced off, but there's at least a target now. Now, do I go back? Let's go back, hit the pawn. Let's hit the knight. Okay. Is it just lost? If I take and queen up, it's got no squares, has it? But there is another pawn here. Take, queen up, take, must be wrong. Let's just drop back. Oh, I can at least take here because I can cover the back rank. Thanks to the queen. Of course, I need a move like this. Just play h3, so there's definitely no immediate back rank issue now. Queen down, I've got rook down, I thought. Just guard the pawn. Then try and activate the queen somewhere or other. Check. If I block and rook down, that's interesting. Here's a queen, there's a queen. I don't like the look of that. I'm going to play up. Okay, so check is a threat. No, what's wrong? Rook up covers the queen check, and queen up is maybe playable. Threatening a attack. Yeah, queen down, but I've got queen up still, I thought, here. Takes doesn't work. Let's play queen up. And maybe rook back to pressure the pawn. I'm still threatening this pawn as well. Oh, another one. Just hadn't seen it. Just hadn't seen the checkmate. So everybody blunders. It's just a case of when and how badly. Everybody blunders. 2-1-9-1. Good luck. I mean, I've dropped my fair share of blunders in this event already, of course. So I've got 17 points. I'm 279th. Actually, I better turn the sound up even more. I've got a little electric fan heater on here now and again. And the noise of that. It is my move, isn't it? Oh, it's my opponent's move. Is it my opponent's move? It is. My opponent's clock is running. But yeah, my hearing isn't very good, so when you listen to these moves on the board like that, I'm not hearing some of them, so it does really help to hear when your opponent's moved. It's surprisingly easy not to see a move on the board, and you think it's your opponent's move, and it's actually your time running down. Right, I'm going to take there and develop the bishop. Ooh, going for it. Really going for it. Okay. I need to drop back and pawn up, I think. So I've got to try and get this in. And use my opponent's pawns as a blockade. But of course this bishop eventually is going to get like this, so it's very dangerous. That's what that's been played for. I've got to challenge that knight immediately. Now, do I take with bishop or queen? He just grabs the pawn, that's logical. Sack feels wrong. I'm going to try and still develop the bishop. Get my pieces active if I can. Maybe trade a bishop for knight or bishop. Bishop up. I could again give an exchange there. Bishop up takes. Actually, let's do that. Why not? Again, I'm playing a stronger player, so I don't care if it all goes horribly wrong. It mixes it up. If I take, I hit the rook, I hit the knight. And if he doesn't, if he plays a different move like pawn up, I'll just shift the rook next move. $1,826 players in now, and I'm number 279. So that's not bad going, really, how strong this event is. Now that's a really good move. I can't just move the rook now, but I don't mind giving this exchange up C though, so if I take and takes here, I've maybe got pawn up. I just takes back. I've got to go on the dark square, otherwise bishop in was a move. So I've got to try and place something like this. And yeah, pawn up, knight takes. Yeah, if takes here, I've got a bishop check. At least my opponent can't castle. And maybe I can try and shift the queen out the way. Oh, just moved up, okay. Takes, takes, rook across, knight back, check. I think I can play this. Okay, I just completely missed that move, so not a lot I can do now. Let's just solidify here. I just completely forgot the more simple, obvious move there, so all I can do is try and hold the position now and get my king across. I need to bring the king more to the middle of the board here. Now, where do we go? I guess we have to drop right back, right? I kind of expected that. I'm not sure I can do much about it. Where to go? I think I might as well go here. There's no point going here because it just blocks everything. Goes back. Let's play king across again. Pre-move in case takes. Okay, now I have to trade, of course. My opponent's done terrifically well here. I'm going to push just to try and break this up. Bishop up. Up. Again, can I afford to take? Can I afford not to take? I'm going to go here and target this king back. Oh, I've just forgot the bleeding obvious again. I think I have to take this way. But now everything just collapses in a heap here now. Whoa. Definitely a draw. Excellent. So I've done well to recover that one again. I was completely busted, wasn't it? Completely busted. Wow. Did well to get another draw there again. So it's gone really, really well again this week. Right, 2-4-13. Good luck. So a big step up rating at my level. Let's play C4. Let's go G3. Okay, I'm just going to try and push in the middle here. I can play an endgame. I'm not sure I want to. I'm going to take a risk and try and develop the bishop, but it's very risky. Very risky line. Let's take. Okay, we might potentially be able to sack here. Open it up, but my opponent gets a backward pawn. So take, take. queen up. I'm going to do it again. It might be a pile of garbage, but I'm going to play it anyway. Should I play queen up and rook across? Oh, I've just blundered another pawn straight back maybe though. That wasn't very clever, was it? I have to drop back here to guard this. Bishop up is a move here. I really wanted the rook the other side of the knight, but can't afford to just give everything away. Let's play up and hit the knight. Again, might just grab back, doesn't. Okay, I'll take. Yeah, I've just really messed this one up, but I'm playing a much stronger player, so I don't really mind. Don't mind that much if it goes wrong against these stronger players, but queen in it, it's just over, isn't it? Just over. Guess I have to play a knight up there, but queen in pins a queen and there's nothing. Queen in maybe actually I've got knight takes pawn. Yeah, maybe I've got knight takes pawn. Let's just drop back and try and block. I've got to try something. If I'm lost, aren't I? I've got to at least try. I need bishop up and then bishop back. Oh, queen across is a move, I guess, here now, actually. If I push, the queen just comes back, but what else can you do? I think I have to allow this. I don't see any other move. Okay, now the bishop's a little bit more restricted. I'm going to try and trade the queen. So there is a hit to the pawn, but not much else. Let's push and push. Hold on, I could go with a knight here. Takes, takes. Let's hit the rook and drop back. Okay, offers a trade. Probably a very good move. I don't think I can afford to trade. Yeah, and I'm well down on the clock again. Well down on the clock. Yeah, I'm just kind of making random moves here, aren't I? But nothing works, does it? Nothing works, sadly. I'm just going to have to push the pawns. I do not see any good moves at all. Yeah, I'm just lost here. Let's just get on with another game. I'm just lost there. So just get on with another game. Just say well done. Right, 2150, good luck. Okay, queen's coming back when it needs to. Let's just develop and prepare the castle. I'm kind of restricting my queen a little bit here. Let's just drop the queen right back first, then knight up. Goes back. Okay, let's go up and hit the bishop. Okay, let's take it then. Yeah, just knight up. Keep it simple. Knight moves, I'll trade the bishop. That's a safe pre-move. Okay, now look to trade bishop for knight, which I can do. Interesting whether to go with pawn or knight. Probably knight does. Okay, so challenge that knight. And now again, interesting, goes with the rook. Now, do I let the queen wander off? Is it a big mistake? I'm going to go this side and maybe rook across and up. can always drop back if I need to here. Again, if takes, I'll probably take this way, but it's not forced. I could go the other way. Rook across creates a mate threat. So f6 looks like a move here, but does it blunder queen takes? It does. f5 is a move. Hits the queen tempo, then I can take. My gut feeling is just to keep it simple, trade the rook. Again, probably take this way. If I go this way, there's an imbalance. I'll just take and swing the other rook across. Can I swing the other rook across, though, is a question. Let's just push the pawn up so the queen always guards the pawn. Then I need rook across. Or I can even play a move like f6 maybe. Right, so let's play rook across and maybe up. Now maybe across. Again, very ambitious. Looks a little bit odd, very ambitious. He plays queen across. So what's wrong with a move like rook over now? Just hit the pawn. Just ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Terrible concentration. Oh, Eric Hansen seems to be the top GM so far, if them scores are updated. I don't know if they are. An 800 getting 15.5 out of 18. 1994, good luck. Again, generally in the Caracan you're trying to stop your opponent play this, so give the bishop a square, then we'll trade on d3. Or eventually we'll trade on d3. Okay, just take. I think bishop up is correct here. If he takes, just pin, just take. Now the other knight's going to come up. He's trying to line up a move like g4 here, of course. So knight across. g4 now I can check. Whoa, he comes forward. Hold on, can't I just play here anyway? No, he's got knight up. Let's just castle because we're hitting the queen. So there's a direct threat to the queen, so he can't just take. If he takes, I can go with pawn or with knight. The pawn is very tempting. Knight, he moves the queen somewhere, he just drops back. I'm going to hit the bishop here, I think, but do I go with the pawn or the knight? Probably the pawn. He takes. Let's just go with the queen and hit the bishop. I'm going to take with a queen there, just to leave the knight where it is for now. Let's play rook across, bishop up. Okay, let's play rook up and maybe the other rook across. Okay, he comes across and hits the knight. Now, if I play knight across, my bishop's getting boxed. Knight up, he can just trade. Although knight up feels instinctively more logical. If he takes, I can take with a queen, I think. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will. He's doing the right thing, using time. He was up on the clock. Right, so he has actually taken, so I'm covering the immediate rook across. Rook across is going to come somewhere. So he's stopping me really from going here. So if I go here, he comes across, take, take. There's a back rank check. So rook across is safe. He can't just go there because I simply take. And if he takes, I get a back rank check and he has to block with a queen. Oh, he's blundered it. I can just take and check there. Oh, I thought I could just take and check there. It's not actually winning, is it? Let's go bishop up. I'm threatening to take here potentially. If he checks, king is up. I thought I could just simply check there. I could have done and traded off, but it wasn't actually winning in the way that I thought it was. But now I'm definitely threatening to check. He goes back, but surely rook up. Just crushing now. Just bishop check next move. Or just try and collect some pawns. Again, he might have a defense. So bishop takes, rook takes. I go back, and if he takes with the queen, I just take. So I think this is just winning. He has to go with the queen. If he goes with a rook, I just check, and he can't go back with the rook. So he has to give up the queen here. Now, how do I win some of these pawns? I can just take one to start and then check maybe. Might as well check. So I've just got to not blunder this. Now, does he dare come forward? No, I think I can just check here. If he takes, I've got check, and his rook's going to have to come back. And surely that's got to be winning for me. Oh. Well, let's just take the pawn. Let's just grab the pawn. Oh, I'm aware of the clock now. I hadn't even been looking at the clock there properly. So I can check, but maybe king up, and check looks over. King can't move currently. He has to take with a rook and then checkmate next move. So again, he's going to look for a stalemate like that opponent in the early game, but I don't think there is one. Let's take and take the other pawn. Now I can sack the queen for the last pawn if I need to, of course. I can't dilly and dally too much. I've just got to make sure I don't allow him a silly stalemate. And a queen takes there would have been. Alright, now I can just cut the king. That should be routine. Excellent. Very good, very good. So there's half an hour to go, 20:46, good luck. Yeah, notice they've definitely updated the algorithm this season, because I'm playing strong players every single game. Now, I've played this line earlier on and it didn't go too well, I don't think, did it? I don't think it went too well when I played this earlier. Yeah, earlier on I took the pawn, I think, so I'm going to go different this time, rook across. Okay, this is all standard stuff. Let's push a pawn. Again, it's always better for white generally, these positions. Let's just put the knight in the middle. The bishop is the problem. What do you do with your bishop? I'm going to actually risk trying to break this open. Take with a queen and stick the bishop here or here maybe. Then try and get the rook behind the pawn. Okay, let's go up and hit the rook and then rook across. Now there is an annoying knight in at some point. Could be very irritating. Knight over I don't think does a lot. Let's play rook across. Yeah, so he's hit the queen. Actually, let's drop back there so we still hit the knight. So he's gonna cross. Actually, my bishop is very awkward, isn't it? Let's put the rook here so the bishop can come back unless he takes it. I think I'd actually rather he takes it than leaves it because it's just not doing much at all. His knight's a lot more active, a lot more dangerous, so quite rightly he doesn't, but maybe I've got bishop up here, but again, how do I drop back now? Let's just play a holding move while I try and work out what to do. Again, I've got to drop back this way now then. So I'm in a little bit of a bind, aren't I? A little bit of a bind. Not very pleasant. Knight across here is a holding move to glide this though. Now can I push? I can certainly go here and try and put pressure here. I cover this pawn, I block this file. But again, I need the queen somewhere, somehow to get active. And of course he's trying to checkmate me all at the same time. This is possible if I can remove the knight, but how? Pawn takes... I'm going to bring the queen right across here, maybe even just look for a queen trade. Again, I'm down on the clock, I'm giving everybody time on the clock. Oh, he's blundered it. So he's allowed me to go through and fork everything. Not necessarily a winning blunder, of course. Not necessarily a winning blunder. I might have to give the exchange immediately back here. Everything is hanging. Although he can't take there, I just take because of the pin. Equally that way, so he pushes. Can I risk it? No. I'm going to go here, pressure the pawn again. If he takes, I take the queen. So that's a safe pre-move. But again, I'm over 30 seconds down. He grabs the pawn. So now I'm going to take and just hope I'm not blundering it all. Very tricky position still. Again, I'm giving everybody time on the clock. So I've got to hope his queen wanders off and he allows me to the back rank. Let's take then. There's definitely a back rank check threat with bishop up is the idea. There's checks everywhere. Okay, surely I can just... Oh, he's hitting the rook though there, so check with a rook and bishop up. If he takes the queen, I'm actually giving checkmate. That's the queen. Very nice, very good. 27 minutes left, so time for 5 more games. Another one, 22.98, good luck. We've certainly played before, I recognise the name. Again, everybody is seriously strong again, just like last week. Let's just play up and queen up maybe. Let's play knight up, maybe knight in. Okay, takes. Do I risk it? Let's risk it, why not? We're just having fun. When you're playing players who are a bit out of your league, a little bit too good, you've not really got that much to lose by taking risks. Let's play knight up and knight across. Well, he's happy to go for it as well, so I'll take. Knight across, hit the bishop. Pre-move in case he takes. He doesn't. Again, I can take here. If I take, he's got a holding move like this, and if I gain a rook, he takes here. Take. He moves. I grab a bishop. Let's take and take the bishop. If I take, he takes, but then knight back. It's got to be right to take, and then maybe take. Yeah, he takes correctly. Let's just drop back. I can't actually castle, which is a little bit of a problem. But I can this way if I can get an extra move in. Oops, I want to try and castle here, of course. I was trying to highlight there and I nearly made the move. So can I castle now? Just click my heater back on. I think I can, so I'm going to. So he's pushed forward. Okay, I'm going to hit the rook. Now if I push, he's got an obvious knight back, and that looks awkward to say the least. So let's play rook across. Oh, again, he's threatening just to take. If I pre-move there, he's just got a pin, hasn't he? I should have ran the king across while I had the chance. It might be worth giving him an exchange, then it might be the best I've got. Now let's play king across. Okay, now I can take back. Just blundered the piece, just didn't see it. Is it worth playing on? I'm not sure it is. No, it's not worth playing on. Just get another game, and if you blunder, you blunder. Just get on with another one. Right, 1970, good luck. So we have 24 minutes to go, so still time for 4 games. I'm checking take or knight up, you play knight up. These are the 2 normal moves. Obviously you might take the pawn. Here you normally take and then take. You'd like to play this, but queen down is annoying, but knight up can run into this. So you've got to be a little bit careful. So I'm just going to develop this way. He's probably going to go queen side here. I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Let's play pawn up just so I don't blunder a silly take. If he goes king side, I'm going king side. Hold on, what's this? My opponent has reconnected. This has been happening a lot recently. It happened to me a shed load last week. Yeah, he's reconnected twice. He's having internet issues. This happened to me last week. Nothing wrong with my internet, but it was disconnecting and reconnecting all the time. It's done this a lot in Hikaru's viewer arenas. Let's drop back. D4 just tries to gain space again. I've just got to try and get developed here. Let's play knight up first to help cover this. Potentially trade off a knight. Then maybe get the bishop in. Maybe D4. He offers to trade. I'm going to go across and hit the bishop there. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to just play D4, and then I can always drop the queen across should he come over. Hits the knight. Okay, I'm going to give him a chance to trade the bishop for the knight again. This time he does. So bishop up or pawn up. Okay, and this is seriously dangerous. I'm going to push here. I'm going to risk f3, otherwise he's going to play it himself. If he pushes, I'm going to push. Oh. So that's what you call a little bit of a problem. Let's move the rook so I can drop the bishop back. Or bishop forward, actually, maybe. Pin the pawn and threaten to push. Knight check is covered. Yeah, he's broken the pin. I'm going to push anyway, though. See if I can open it up and trade. Even trade the queens off looks sensible. Okay. Now I'm going to develop, but actually go back after the knight and try and drag his pawn here. I can try and use it as a blockader potentially. Going here, of course, is the alternate option. Again, very tricky game. Every game has been tricky. Everybody's played well. Nobody has been dropping lots of silly blunders. There's been the odd blunder here and there, but not many. So I'm going to go back here and hit the knight rather than going to c3. Just drop the queen back at some point. Oh, he's allowing me to take. So take, and he's lining this up. I could potentially push here, I guess. Knight takes, pawn takes, and he's taking here. I've underestimated this quite badly. Yeah, he's looking at takes, and he's looking at getting in here. I've rather underestimated this. I think I have to drop the bishop back to take back. I'm in a lot of trouble again here. I need to play this very urgently if I can. So knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes. And am I just lost? Possibly. Is it worth still playing this and sacking? Let's play across and hit the pawn. He defends it. So now if I play up, he can't take back. If he takes the rook, I take, queen take. Yeah, now I can play up. He can't take because he hangs the back rank rook. And I'm hitting this pawn. Again, this is the move I'm really worried about, even potentially this. Okay, let's take. Now I'm hitting this. If I get this pawn as well, then I'm cleanly winning. But the clock is getting very, very rapidly tight for both of us. But again, if I take here, rook across, and he's got a power attack. I'm going to push and try and bring the bishop up here. So now he no longer has the option to sack the knight for the pawn. Or do I give up a queen for rook and then push? Okay, let's play up. There's a fork on the diagonal. Okay, I should be winning now. I should be now. Yeah, he just resigns. Excellent, very good. 19 minutes to go, so 3 more games. Oh, Eric Hansen seems to be the top GM. 2060, good luck. It doesn't mean he's a top streamer though. Anybody at the top who is streaming is eligible for prizes, not just the title players. Subject to certain criteria. Like if you're streaming on Twitch, you have to be at least an affiliate, I believe. Okay, let's play bishop here and let's push the pawn. Oh, 2060, good luck. Apologies if I forgot to say that. Okay, let's play up and line up this should he castle. Knight up. Again, do I want to push, takes? Let's play it, why not? I've no idea if it's any good or not, but it's going to mix it up, isn't it? But he can't bring the knight forward, I simply take. Maybe he can and he can swap back. Maybe he can. He goes back over there. So again, do I take, check? What am I gaining? Not a lot. Hold on, there's a potential pin on his queen here. Doesn't work. Sadly doesn't work. Queen up, what's he do? He castles. Yeah, he can't take back because of the pin. He might just castle. But I've still got an attack coming if he does, I think. Oh, he does take. We just walked into a pin then. He just didn't see it. He might still play on though. He might still have enough material to play on. He does. So I'll take. Right, it must be right to hit the bishop. Try and bring a knight over. Bishop up to hit the pawn. Right, I'm trying to get him to play this. I think he'll go with the pawn though. He does. Hold on. If I play queen up now, just threatening to come in. So now if I take... If he comes up, I think I can go here or here. Or I can grab a pawn. Okay, I'm going to take. I've got a castle, of course. I'm going to grab another pawn, potentially, or another one. He probably wants me to take these pawns, by the way. He probably wants to open the files up. He hits the bishop. So if I castle... He's got a bishop check, maybe. I'm going to castle this side. He's got this potentially. So he's going after the potential attack. So it must be right to trade a rook. Now surely rook across. I don't think he can afford to trade the other rook. There is a puzzle rush style mating attack here if you can take this and get bishop in. There's a puzzle rush mating net there. But if the other rook comes off, I think that should be game over. It doesn't mean it is. Games are never over at amateur level till they're actually over. But yeah, now the rook's off. Takes away a lot of his attacking weapons. He can't afford to give up the knight. If he goes back here, I just trade. So what's he done? He's just pushed a pawn. Right, so if I check, he comes up. It's not that easy. I'm going to play bishop up to try and restrict the knight a bit more and maybe come in eventually and try and pin the bishop. That's a good move, but I thought I could take, and if knight takes I could check. I think I can actually take there. If takes I can even straight take, and again if takes, check wins it back. Okay, I can just take there again. If he takes, same thing. Just check and hit the bishop. Okay, excellent. So at least I'm playing pretty well again tonight. 2135 is one of my highest ever ratings. 2105, good luck. Okay, I'll play Sicilian this time. Not played any yet today, I don't think. I think just takes and castles. Again, I'm not an e4 player, so I really don't know practically any of the theory in this. I'm going to develop the bishop this side. I haven't got a clue if it's actually playable or not. Feels like I should be doing well. Why can't I just push there? Now let's go slow and steady. Get the knight out first. Bring the knight to this side. He goes back. So I'm going to try and reroute the knight and eventually try and place something like this. So let's line up to try and push and break this open, because he's kind of broken up his king's pawns, his defensive pawns a little bit. So let's take with the knight there. Okay, so he drops back. Now I'm looking at a move like queen up with a view to knight in. Queen moves, I guess. Again, I don't know if this is actually any good or not. I'm just simply, simple, straightforward moves. If he pushes, I think I can take. Okay, so now rook across with a pin where the queen is. An indirect pin, there's obviously pieces in between. Maybe queen back. Again, it's not easy. Not an easy position. Let's just drop back. Maybe knight up. Where does this knight go though? I need a square for this knight. I have no idea where it goes. I'm going to play this knight up, guard the pawn, and then maybe drop this knight here. I'd like to think about a sack like this, but it just feels like it doesn't work. Whoa, now that is bold. Now maybe knight across here is not so silly. That's very bold. I'm just going to drop the knight back. My gut feeling is it doesn't work. Okay, he pushes forward again, so I'll just calmly drop the knight back and maybe reroute it. He takes. So takes. Okay, let's play knight forward. There's no knight check, so if he moves I'm safe to trade the rooks. He doesn't. Okay, I'll trade the bishop. Let's play knight up. Yeah, I've probably made a little bit of a hash of this, haven't I? I don't actually see how I create any chances here now. Okay, so he hits the knight. The knight's under attack. I can't go that side. I go there. No good. I have to go back. Oh, I've given him a minute. How the hell's he a minute up on the clock? That is a little bit much. Okay, he's got knight check. I can take and he can take. Whoa, he pushes. I can gain a knight, lose a knight, gain a pawn, or knight across. I'm just going to take, I think. I'm so far down on the clock. I do have a check, but I don't think it's doing much. Okay, a better plate. Hold on. Takes. Let's play knight up. He has a rook check here. I've seen that. Oh, 20 seconds. Oh, I've got no chance with 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm just lost. Just gotta say well done. That was purely down to the clock, that one. But again, how he's a minute up, that's a little bit stretching it a bit. Doesn't feel suspicious, so 2183, good luck. 9 minutes left, so there's time for this game and then maybe one more game, then that'll be it. I think knight up is kind of forced here. Okay, I didn't expect him to push quite like this. This might be theory again, that I'm just not quite sharp enough with it, might be. Let's play queen up hitting the pawn. Okay, so he allows me to take and he's going to take. I'm going to castle there, still hit the pawn. Maybe pawn up here. He's played knight down, that's a pretty sharp move. So I'm going to give him the exchange. Yeah, I'm playing a stronger player at my level, but a stronger player who's actually playing very well. If I push here, he's just going to push, and that kind of kills it. Oh, he's opened the file. Okay, that feels like it should be good for me, but I don't think it is. Rook across, I guess he just pushes anywhere. I might as well play it, but I think he's just going to play this. He does. Let's play knight across, hit the bishop. Yeah, there'll be time for one more game after this, and then that should be the final one. Now, my only hope, of course, is to get the rook active, so I guess I have to block with a bishop and try and go after the pawn. Only possible hope. Maybe I need the rook this side as well, of course. Queen up again, very logical. If I take there, his rook gets in, which looks very, very dicey. I might as well put the rook there anyway. If queen across, I think... Oh, queen across and he can just trade the queens off. That's not very clever, is it? Let's drop back there, maybe rook... What have I blundered now? Oh, he's just got check winning the rook. Yeah, not concentrating very well there. No point playing the game out when you're just completely lost. Just get on with the final game. So this will be the final game coming up. I'll stop after this next game. Oh, so there's a 1700 first, a 1200 second, a 900 third. Are they really the up-to-date scores? Like 2190. Good luck again. Another very strong player at my level. I've not had a single lower rated player again in this event. I'm going to go with a g-pawn here. He comes forward. I think you play e6 and then h6 here. Otherwise it's a very tactical sack. I don't think this sack works, so if he sacks here I think it's not good. I think bishop up and queen up. I'm going to push c5 early here. So take. Obviously hitting the bishop there, so he goes with a queen. So bishop up again looks very reasonable here. Try and trade something off. Knight up is not quite a great move. Knight up is covered. I'm just going to try and develop the bishop. Keep it simple. Connect the rooks. Get the bishop up. Connect the rooks. I think I can still play that. Knight guards knight. Knight in just trade. Now, do I want to trade there? Take. Yeah, if he goes with a rook, I've got knight up. So he might have to go with the pawn. He does. Knight up is still a move, interestingly, here, but he's got queen down. He can force the queen off. I'm just going to play rook across, threatening a move like knight up, and then queen down is not on. Well, let's hit the bishop, offer a rook trade. God, how the hell has this happened to the time again? Hold on. Let's bring the knight in over. I need this knight on a better square. I'm going to try and reroute them. So tempo on the rook. And bring this knight this way. Again, tempo on the rook. Let's just bring it in the middle. So I could take there. Let's go back and threaten a check maybe. He comes up. Again, let's hit the rook and just push the pawn. To trade or not to trade? I think I will. It's probably a bad mistake. Right, knight up so that he can't just check when my queen wanders off and win the knight. Threatening checks potentially. Queen up potentially. Only potential though. Yeah, I'm just completely lost on time again. I'm just playing stronger players and I'm just going too slowly, but not to worry. But this is definitely my last game. I'm not going to start another game now. Actually, let's check there. Maybe we can come in over, depending on where he goes. Knight in over. I'll maybe pawn up and try and kick his knight. Okay, he comes forward again, a good move. Let's hit the queen. Maybe pawn up to cement the knight. And then maybe queen across, I thought here. Hit the pawn and pawn. If he checks, just king up. Okay, let's push. Yeah, by rights I should again just be lost on time, of course. Let's play up. Just pressure everywhere. Again, I'm just lost on time, aren't I? my opponent's move, right? Oh, he's just running the clock down. He's just running the clock down. Okay, so that game I bought because the arena time was up, not to worry, but I did really well though. So in the end, 28 points, and I've finished in 307th place out of 2,182, so that is very, very good. So if I just briefly move my cameras to the other side, which should be displaying all right now. It said I was 307, so these are the players at the top. How do you get players at those rating levels doing that incredibly well? Hikaru has come top of the actual titled players, as you can see there, but if any of them are streaming, they'll actually be eligible for prizes as long as they meet the criteria. Eric Hansen's up there, 21 out of 25. Hikaru, 22 out of 25. I'm down in 307th. I don't know if it'll actually let me scroll down to that, just to check my actual record, but I've done really well here. 21-17, my rating's gone up. I've had another really strong set of opponents. So I'm looking for position 307, that's where I finished. It'll tell me what my basic record was, if it'll catch up to that. Okay, it's not getting there, is it? I'll just close that down and go to my stats. I can check my basic games from here. Look at completed games. This little symbol is the Arena King symbol. That's the date, 22nd of Jan. So if I go to the beginning, and that's the first game. So 1 win, 2 wins, 3, 4, 5 wins. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wins I reckon I've counted there. 11 wins, 1 draw, 2 draws, 3 draws, 11 wins and 3 draws. And I'm looking for the 22nd, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 wins, 3 draws and 10 losses, and I've gained a few rating points, so overall very, very good. So thank you very much to anybody that's seen this. That's the end of my streaming for today. I'll be back sometime tomorrow as per usual, so thank you very, very much.